Kooser State Park is a beautiful little park nestled in the Laurel Highlands region of southwestern Pennsylvania. It's a great place for hiking, fishing, camping, and more. In this video, I'll show you more about the lodging and day use amenities located at Kooser State Park. And at the end of this video, if you enjoyed what you saw and you also enjoy travel and nature related content, consider subscribing to our channel. Kooser State Park's campground features sites for RVs and tents. There also are rustic and modern cabins available for rent. The campground features about 40 different RV and tent sites. Most of them have electric hookups only. There are water spouts at the campground for you to fill up your water. There also is a dump station on the way in and out of the campground. That dump station does have potable water, and it has non-potable water for cleaning out your tanks. In addition to these electric sites, there are 4 full hookup sites that are all pull-through sites at the west end of the campground loop. Sites 17, 18, 20, and 21 are full hookup sites. The campground has one main restroom facility with a showering area inside for both men and women. And there are 3 special little sites that are walk-to sites located right along Kooser Run, this little creek through the forest, and close to a day picnicking area and playground area. So if you have a tent site and you don't need any hookups, I would recommend those sites if you'd like a little more privacy or you'd like to be right near the water. If you're interested in booking one of these campground sites, you can visit reserveamerica.com and type in Kooser State Park. That will take you to the Kooser State Park campground site. I have a link for this in the description under this video if you would like a quick way to get to making a reservation. In the campground area, there is a walking trail that goes all the way from the west end of the campground at those full hookup RV sites into the day use area of the park. This is called the Tree Army Trail, and it's a beautiful flat little path that takes you along Kooser Run through the forest with a couple little bridges crossing over Kooser Run and some beautiful views of the creek as you're walking along this path. This path will take you right along the cabin areas. If you rented a cabin, you can access that trail right near the cabins as well. According to the booking site, there are 8 rustic cabins. The rustic cabins do have water and electricity, but they do not have showers. There is one modern cabin, cabin 23, and I guess they call this one a modern cabin because it does have showers inside the cabin. For the rustic cabins, there is a shared shower facility within several hundred feet walking distance of the other cabins. The biggest day use attraction at Kooser State Park is Kooser Lake, featured right here. Decades ago, Kooser Lake was popular for swimming. However, that's not a popular activity today. Fishing seems to be more popular, as well as picnicking. There still is a sandy beach area to hang out and relax at on the west end of Kooser Lake. There are picnic tables with charcoal grill settings located around the lake. There is a paved road that goes around the lake with a large parking area for day use visitors. And there is one rentable day use shelter called the Mighty Oak Pavilion, which can be rented in advance on Reserve America using the link I have in the description under this video. There are only 2 marked hiking trails in Kooser State Park. As I mentioned, this is a smaller state park. The first trail I already mentioned, that's the Tree Army Trail, which is a relatively flat trail that goes from the campground over to the day use area. It's primarily an out and back type trail. The second trail is the Kinkora Trail, which takes you a little higher up in elevation through the forest and lets you out along Tree Army Road about halfway between the day use area and the campground. We spent 4 nights here at Kooser State Park, staying at a full hookup site at the campground. We enjoyed daily walks around the lake with our dogs. And because this little state park is in the Laurel Highlands, there are lots of beautiful hiking trails and scenic areas to visit within a half-hour drive of this state park. So during our time here, we also visited Ohiopyle State Park, which is a much larger state park, and we did a hike in Laurel Summit State Park. Overall, this was a relaxed week of camping at Kooser State Park and visiting the surrounding area of the Laurel Highlands. The sites at the Kooser State Park campground are relatively spacious. The full hookup sites are probably the least private of the campground sites. However, you do get full hookups, so it's a bit of a trade-off there. If you're planning your own vacation to Kooser State Park, I hope you found this information helpful. Have a wonderful time enjoying the beautiful lake and creeks and forests of Kooser State Park. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe to our channel if you enjoy this type of content, and have a great day and happy travels.